Good day, I am Marina ELOISA Teneza, a dentistry student from Dent 2H, and I will be discussing the triangles of the neck. But first, I will briefly discuss what is the neck. So, the neck is the part of a human body that connects the head and the torso. It provides mobility and movements on the head. The structure of the human neck is anatomically divided into four compartments: the viscera, the vertebra, and the two vascular compartments. So we will now proceed with our main topic, which is the triangles of the neck. And I will show you the lateral view of the neck. The posterior triangle. The color violet. That is the posterior triangle. So, its superior boundary is the lower border of the mandible. Its anterior boundary is the midline of the neck. Its superior boundary is the anterior view of the sternocleidomastoid muscle, and the inferior boundary is the 1/3 of the clavicle. Now we are done with our posterior triangle. So we will move on to submandibular triangle, which is the color yellow. So obviously, it is called as the submandibular triangle because it is located just below the mandible. So its anterior boundary is bounded by the anterior belly of the digastric muscle, and posteriorly by the posterior belly of the digastric muscle, and superiorly it is bounded by the lower border of the mandible. Now proceed with the submental triangle. So it is just located here. So the submental triangle is bounded laterally by the anterior belly of the digastric muscle. It is bounded posteriorly by the hyoid bone, and it is its general boundary is the midline of the neck. We'll move on with the carotid triangle. So this is the carotid triangle, the color yellow-green. It is called as the carotid triangle because the carotid artery is located there. So do you know that the carotid artery is useful when you want to detect your pulse? So it is just located right here. So moving on with the carotid triangle. So the anterior boundary of the carotid triangle is the superior belly of the omohyoid muscle. Its superior boundary is the posterior belly of the digastric muscle, and anteriorly, posteriorly, it is bounded by the anterior border of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Muscular triangle. So, the muscular triangle is located here. The dark green portion. So the muscular triangle is also called as the triangle of necessity. So the muscular triangle is bounded superiorly by the hyoid bone. Medially, it is bounded by the midline of the neck. Superolaterally, it is bounded by the superior belly of the omohyoid muscle, and inferior laterally, it is bounded by the inferior portion of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. So now I will show you another drawing of a lateral view of the neck because some of the triangles are not indicated on the one that I shown. So this is the occipital triangle, this whole portion. So anteriorly, it is bounded by the posterior border of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Posteriorly, it is bounded by the anterior border of the trapezius muscle. And lastly, inferiorly, it is bounded by the superior border of the omohyoid muscle. We'll be moving on with our last topic, the Homoclavicular Triangle, or also called as the Subclavian Triangle. It is called as the Subclavian Triangle because the clavial artery is located there. So, the small portion here is the Homoclavicular Triangle. The Homoclavicular Triangle is bounded anteriorly by the posterior belly of the sternocleidomastoid muscle, and superiorly it is bounded by the inferior border of the inferior belly of the omohyoid muscle, and inferiorly it is bounded by the 1/3 of the clavicle. So I hope you understand the discussions, and thank you very much. Again, I am Marina ELOISA Teneza, a dentistry student from Dent2H. Thank you.